Ooh, random game night. Random LotRO night. Decided it's gonna be a random Landroval night because Landroval is my main server. And I'm not really feeling any of my many of my other alts tonight, so I just at least wanted to leave it on to a server that I was gonna enjoy. Hi Zen, how you doing? It's time to pick a character. It's technically 1d16, but there's no d16. Well, I'm sure somebody's made one, but I don't have one. And so I figured d20 will do, and they'll just subtract whatever. I don't know. Alright, and apparently 19 is not on the target. Let's try this again. 11. Okay, who's 11? Quicksilver! Oh, my champion! We're gonna play a dwarf tonight. Who has the best name ever and the best house ever. Quicksilver has the most sexy house, so Quicksilver is it. So we're gonna be playing a champion again. Gonna do some questing on Quicksilver. I'm also gonna check to make sure all of her setup is done because I'm notoriously bad about going back and fixing all of that. I do have a checklist. I'm sure it's not accurate, and I'm not too fussed about it. So we'll see how it goes. Let me first of all turn the overlay off. I should have a button do that. I'm not good with buttons and stuff. Alright, let me also update the stream title. Quicksilver. On Landroval. Quicksilver is level 121, so she is ready to go into the Minas Morgul stuff. Or I should say the Mordor Besieged stuff. So let's go get her logged in, shall we? Shall we? And we'll go play some shenanigans. Let me go see. First of all, I'm going to go double check all of her stuff to make sure it's all done right. So, today was... I wouldn't say it's a waste today. I actually technically worked a little. My second job is now my day job, and for now. I mean, it doesn't pay the bills, but... It doesn't pay all of the bills. They pay me, but they don't pay... I don't do enough hours for them to be able to consider it a full-time job. Both they and I wish. However, later this month, I will be beginning a course to teach me how to craft and run a professional website. So I and another person will become the professional web maestros. I'm going to be the web paladin for the Signum University website, which is pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie. I forgot this character has a lot of housing items on her. Oh, hey, there's somebody I was talking to. So they were asking where I had gotten the light of Gundabad. These things in the corner, because I had like a ton of them outside. Right? And so they Googled, they found the answer. But anyway, what's this? Bolt. Don't I have a pocket item? Do I not have a pocket item? I don't have a pocket item. This is perfect. Excellent. I have a pocket item. So one of the things about using a Valar on one of your characters to do a character boost is they don't give you a pocket item. They just don't. Anyway, do I need to do the... I spent all my things. That's another thing oh, that's right. This is the character that still had the things. Okay, we're gonna fix this. This is a disaster. Hi, Ski. How you doing? Oh, hey, tell your mom I said hi, if that wouldn't be weird, Zin. And tell me what movie you watched and how did you like it. But Ski, hi. So, I need to fix this mess. I am going to go to the best place to look up LotRO builds is LotRoHQ.com. that I'm aware of. And there's two reasons why I like this site is one reason I don't like this site, or one of the downsides, is that they don't have every single class, every single spec in here. But what they do have is a fairly comprehensive breakdown of the classes they do feature and the specs they feature. And they also, the site is geared toward endgame raiders on how to set up your stats properly and what items you should be looking for, in terms of whatever, and what essences you should use, etc., etc. But they also tell you what traits you should be using. And I completely agree with their red champion trait line. I'm not even going to pay attention to that. But I will take a look at what virtues they have slotted. So they have zeal, valor, confidence, wit, and loyalty. Now, it's like, well, Jared, you have a 121 character. How the hell can you fix this? By going to visit my friend Wenda Cranesville. But first I'm going to open this. Get the rally horn. Get the pittance this is, which is what, 50? It's a pittance. And we're going to go find something that Quicksilver herself had deposited in the thing. And we're going to fix this shit. In fact, can I just go to... I don't have to go to Rivendell. I actually wanted to go to Bury to talk to Wenda, but I can go talk to Wenda here. By the way, I changed one of my goats out. I changed out, I had the Christmas goat here, and now I have the goat of the Shadowed King here, which is like when it's like shaded blue, it looks even better. And then I also took out the boar and put this goat in, because this is the goat that you get by beating the threshold of Amandul. The bloody threshold. So that's cool. And that's pretty badass. That's a badass looking goat. Not gonna lie. But alas, we have no horses. I do have a new horse! If you weren't watching on Saturday night, I went and ran the new raid with the folks in Ploy. The Ploy kinship, and... I'm gonna complete this quest over here, by the way, because it's here. Just to get it out of my quest log. Because I'll get XP for it as well. Besides, the quest arrows are telling me I should go jump in the gold at some point. That's a big ass staircase. Oh, we're in the right place? There. Now I need to go along one on the Wormhorde Bridge, which is on the other side. So I think it's on the lower level. So there's the kin house. And that kin house, by the way, is owned by a kinship belonging to a very good friend of mine, who was hoping to get in with some raiders this weekend. What is it down here? I think it's down here. Yeah, we're going in the drink. Oh, we might actually hit the bridge. Nope. Swimming in the gold. I'm just swimming in the gold. So I was idly considering buying one of the other houses, because I still have a bunch of housing where it's left over. I'm surprised, because I bought a bunch when they were on sale over the holiday. Or whatever the hell they were on sale. I think it was over the holiday. They had them like on deep discount or something. How about this one? Does this one count? No. It does! Yay! Now I can turn in this quest. Alright, I'm gonna pull up Twitch chat down here so I can look at it down here. There we go. Let's go. And I haven't decorated this horse. Like, this war steed is still using the default war steed cosmetics. Because I just couldn't be bothered. So one thing I wish they would redo in terms of the financials is get us some better war steed cosmetic prices and bundles and stuff. And I would also wish that they would change the icon for Arid Lewin Blue versus Evendon Blue because they have the colors reversed. In the Warsteed UI. And there's Wenda Crane's bill.
Would you do something for me?
You're my best friend.
Hello there.
I'll turn my label on. I really should change her title.
Greetings, traveler.
There. Got a little XP. My Warsteed leveled up as well. Isn't that nice? I'm so bad about my Warsteed XP. Okay, so let's go take a look at my quest log. I have a lot of stuff I can be doing. I could even be doing my level 50 quest. Which I'm not going to do. There's no reason to do that either. The thing is, if you cancel it, it will automatically pop up unless you click on this little guy down here. So I'm going to ignore this for now. I'm going to keep those because I will want to do them eventually. I don't really need either of these anyway. These won't come back. Okay, I'm never getting rid of this quest. Eventually, at some point, question mark, I will do them. Eastern Gondor. Lose the little guy. And yeah. You can say I never did the epic story on this character. This would be true. I did actually do the opening of Moria because you had to. Road to Gondor. Wow, I have quests from Arid Lewin. Yeah, we're not doing that either. Cleaning out the quest log is part of your inventory management. Okay, I never get rid of these quests. I always complete them at some point or other. Fangorn. Yep, that's gonna get muted. Varanorian in the intro also gonna get muted. Also going to get muted. Okay. In their absence, eventually, some point I'll get to it. Missions. I should go speak to the guards because that's on level. I'd get XP for that, so that would be worthy. Gonna mute this one too. Like half the quests I have are like, go to these places. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I should probably do the skirmish one. But I don't want to do that right now. But I'll hang on to it. Oh, my Stout X Pro... Ooh, I should do my Stout X Prologue. Get some dies out of that. So we'll get that ticket. Because I'm not that far away anyway. I mean... Well, okay, I am very far away. Because I need to go to Thorin's Gate for that. And I can do this one at Thorin's Gate too. So that works. North Wold Rohan awaits. Filtering that happiness. Now, filtering a quest does not make it actually a bad thing. I'm going to mute that one too. I'm here to level my character. So I'm going to try to limit the amount of things that I'm going to be doing that is low level. That's on level actually. So we will do that. Western Gondor. No, unlike Professor Corey, you will not need a crowbar and a can of WD-40 to get me out of Dol Amroth. And of course, Wildermore. We're gonna mute that too. There we go. So we've cleaned out, what, 20 quests out of my quest log? A whole bunch of quests out of my quest log? It's amazing. Okay, so... I'm not going to worry about the old epic story. I'm not going to worry about... I mean, this one, canceling this one is... It's whatever. Just going to hang on to it for now. Okay. I don't worry about skirmishes either, but these three we will do. So we're gonna go to Freren's Court. We're gonna go to Thorn's Gate, and then we'll do the War Effort Needs You quest just to pick it up. Maybe unlock missions.
The ringing of dwarf hammer.
So do I. I'm a Stout Axe. Of course I would enjoy it. So this afternoon we had an amazing stream over on Signum University on the Signum U channel. And the reason it was awesome, we're going right back to Erebor, which is really fun. No, we're going to the war room, right? Yeah, it says talk to one of the guards. Except I need to find Nogli, who's right here first. Nogli is over here. And then we'll pop over to the thing, and then we'll do the thing. And I still need to set up my virtues. Nogli. Oh, hey, here's Unar for the initial epic story.
My Turin's beard is a moment of your time too much to ask.
I'm going to accept your quest just so I have it, but then I'm going to ignore it. So I need to find Nogli, who's lurking around here somewhere. I think he's over here. There he is. I was like, wait a minute, where is Nogli? So Quicksilver is wearing blue. I mean, I could wear... I was thinking about making Quicksilver's attire a silver version of this, but I like this splash of color. Kind of works for me. Of course it does. Alright.
I know not where my journey shall take me, but I hope our paths cross again.
I'm going to take the gray dyes, not the blue ones. Mainly because I have like 200 and some odd navy dyes in my inventory. One thing I am going to do is I am going to turn the music down. The music seems to be pretty high. There we go. That's a little bit better. I can hear myself think better. Okay. So Nogli has gone on his way. But we have to sort out my virtues. And how am I going to do that? Where am I going to get virtue points from, kids? Well, we're going to open up my shared storage. I'm also going to mail the gray dyes to my my dye storage alt, and I can't remember who that actually is right now, so I'm going to go look it up. I have a spreadsheet for this. That would be Star Phoenix, my captain. Captain, my captain. And I'm sure if you're paying close attention, you can already see my plan. I have a plan there. I should also check, is Stampion at level cap yet? Do I get to tease Jerry? Probably. He's been a busy boy. He did take a few days off, but he's been very busy. Okay, so I think we're gonna be okay. I do want to make sure I lock everything. All the housing stuff that is not going anywhere. I have a sliced fruit pie. Literally, I have my 2 housing bags on me right now, and they're full. They're totally full. Nothing I can do about them. That's a map. I don't worry about that. I think I got them all. Yeah, I got them all. I get them. So, virtues will be a pain in the butt, except for this character originally had these bad boys because they were part of the 120 Valar set. And I originally put them in shared storage because I wanted... Yeah, look at all that gold I have sitting around. Just doing nothing. Originally, I was going to pass them off to a different character because I wasn't planning on playing this character. But then I kind of fell in love with her. I'm like, you know what? I really do want to play this character. So, what we're going to do is we're going to use, pick our 5 virtues off the list. We're going to start with Zeal. Going to set that as our earning. We're going to use this bad boy on Zeal. Alright, brought it up to 51, so now we can slot it. Next we want Valor. Get that up to 51 of 66. Okay, and next we've got Confidence. And then next we've got Wit. Very witty. And then for the last one, I want to use Loyalty. There we go. Now, what you can do with the rest of the, you got like 15 of these that are like 20,000 each, is you can just use them to bounce the 5 up and then just sprinkle them however you like. And that's kind of how I like to do them. See, now Zeal is almost completely maxed out. And let's do Valor next. Let's do Wit. And do Loyalty. And do Confidence. Okay. And then what you can do is you can then, you know, use these to kind of cap them all off if you wanted to. And then it would just spritz over what's ever left here. But I do want to actually basically get each one of these with a little something something. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's like 15 of these. I mean, the idea here is that you're supposed to use the big ones on your 5 slotted ones and then use the other 15 on all of the other ones. So somewhere along the line, you're going to have to decide how you want to handle this. It's like Matt Mercer says in Critical Role. How do you want to do this? So what are these from, Willie? These were from having a Valar. This character was boosted to 120, and so the 120 Valars came with these things in them to help. I think all Valars do. Question mark. I don't think the 95s ever did. The 95 Valars were barely okay even when they came out. They're less okay. You can buy virtue tomes on the store. I never have done so, and I am not being a shill tonight, so you do that if you feel like doing that. Let's see, do I want morale? So these you can just pick based on the passive bonus. So you can either pick based on morale, the tactical mastery rating is, in this case, the physical mastery rating as a champion. That's actually something I'd want to boost up. So I think I'm going to go for ones that will give me the tactical and physical. And it doesn't actually matter what the main stat is because you don't get those. Discipline. Morale, max morale. Fidelity is generally one they use. So if I want the physical tactile mastery, we're gonna go with honesty. So now it's got 58 physical mastery, so it's not much, but I can still earn in the interim. So let me find some other ones that've got the physical and tactical mastery on them. For honor, justice, and glory. So even though the main stat on this is agility, it doesn't matter. I don't get it's the passive bonuses that I'm interested in. Idealism. I found wisdom. Hell no. Okay. Justice. You know, I'm gonna spend points in justice because I have a friend that his middle name is literally Justice because his parents are cool. And his mom also had better raiding gear in the WoW's Burning Crusade expansion than he did, and he worked at Blizzard. He still does, actually. Alright, so I don't have any more. So I'm probably going to put points in Fidelity because that's typically one that raiders like to use. And I do see that occasionally. Yeah, so basically it says if you need extra survivability, swap with Fidelity. So I'm going to put the remaining 5 into Fidelity just to get it up there. So if I do want to swap that out, I'm not going to be too far behind. The rest, it's not that huge of a deal. So Fidelity, boom, boom, boom. There. So actually I accidentally wound up maxing it out. Okay, so I'm going to put Zeal as my earning, and so my virtues are done. Good job, me. Okay, virtues are done, and I have an amazing amount of health, but then it's because I have, everything is the heroes set. The thing is, if you have Valor a character, you generally don't need to bother with the, with anything about it. Now, I do want to double check, I should have done my LIs for this character. Yes, I did do my LIs. Set to 121. And is dual wielding axes. So I've got the LI axe here and the hero's axe. And the reason I wanted to do the hero's axe is because I wanted to take advantage, not that button, of the racials. Which I haven't ground all the racials yet. I need to go do that actually. Because I want the hacks damage. So let me go take a look at the racials for stout axes. Races. Stout axe. So in order to get, where's she? Fortitude of the stout axes is auto bestowed by hitting level 19. Flame Tempered is auto-bestowed by hitting level 29. The axe damage is Enmity of the Cultists 2. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at what other ones I want. I mean, if I do Enmity of the Cultists 3, I get the travel skill coming back here, which is kind of nice. But I definitely want this one for sure. Heart of Fire, that's only good if I'm playing Runekeeper. I mean, that one would be okay, I guess. Actually, this one would be good if I was playing a crafter. I don't even have my craftings traded on this character, do I? Nope. So I'm not too fussed about the crafting thing. But I definitely want to grind that out real quick. So, Cultist, Enmity of the Cultists. Let's go take a look and see the best place to get them. Okay, the Angmarim and Evendim count toward this deed. So I think we're going to go to Evendim. Because it's close and it's quicker to kill them all. We're going to go lay waste to the Angmarim. Let me go see what I have traded here. And I do have Slayer Deeds. Druid, stop it. Yeah, I got a couple of Slayer Deeds, so we should bang that out pretty quick. And then after that, we're going to actually do questing. Actual proper quest. Oh, we were going to go do this not Corfu thing, weren't we? Yeah, we'll do. Actually, that's a shortcut. Hang on. I have an idea, chat. I have an idea. Let's go to a not Corfu. Turn in the quest. And then we'll take the swift travel to Trestle Bridge. Skitter through the wild, go to the other end of the wildwood, and go from there. You know, I'm probably going to change the character's title. It's not my birthday today. It's not her birthday either. So, You know, I have a really cool Dwarf of Dwarfs title, which I love. See, if you buy one of the two versions of the Gundabad expansion on the Real Money website. You get a title.
Welcome, friend. There is much to do before the battle to come.
And if you pick it on a dwarven character of either of the two dwarven races, or you set it up, you become the Dwarf of Dwarfs. Alright. But I want to talk to Glowin. I don't want to talk to Glowin. Glowin!
Have you come to lend aid to the war effort?
No. I
I
want to talk to Ausma just yet. Ausma's scary. I love Ausma. She's awesome. I'm trying to remember which titles it was. I think it was like... Now I want to... since I'm on the wiki. Dwarf of Dwarf. There actually... There isn't a page for this? That's unfortunate. Let's go to the actual LotRO website. And go to the shop. Current expansions. Okay. More details. Okay, yeah. If you get either the collector or the Ultimate Edition on the Money website, you get a title of Dwarf Friend. But if you are a dwarf, you become Dwarf of Dwarfs, which is really cool. Now, if you have just the Ultimate Edition, you get a title of Durin's, and then it can be like whatever class you are. Like, I could be Durin's Champion. That might be a good title. Actually, that's a really good title. Champion's really got it good. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, let's go to Illuminous. The quickest way we can get to Illuminous from here... We could either go to Trestle Bridge, right across the Wildwood, and go to Illuminous that way. Which would be good for picking up some Stable Masters. Or I could go to Mickle Delving and ride up that way. Because I didn't have windows in the other. Let's go to Trestle Bridge. I'll just pick up a couple of Stable Masters on there. Besides, we can ride across the Wildwood. It's pretty. Do you have to have someone higher than 120 to do a 120? No, you don't. You don't have to have any characters. You can Valar the very first character you have in the game, if you wanted to. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. Now, the thing about doing a character boost, and it doesn't matter if this is a LotRO thing or insert class here, my thoughts on a character boost like that is, I'm not going to, first of all, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Because there are some people who be like, don't you dare, you should never do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's too much chaos for me. I would simply not recommend it for a couple of reasons. One, some folks will say, well, you shouldn't do it unless you already have played that class. And I'm like, okay, whatever, right? Alright, we're going to ride across the Wildwood. We're going to decline the roving threat thing. I think boosting a character when you have already have familiarity with the quest is perfectly the best way to do it, because that way you already know what you're looking for, you know how to gear the character. After you use up the actual statted gear that you get for doing the thing. I'm declining these quests because it's possible I will probably go back and do them later. I'm just riding across the landscape right now. Get to listen to Bill Champagne's amazing Wildwood music. I'm excited they just put in some... Ooh. They just put in some new music boxes that you can buy. At various vendors, which is really cool. That was in today's patch notes. They nerfed the raid. I knew that was coming because I was raiding with MVP from QA last week. And we were having trouble with it, and he told us to try it again this week. And so, without saying anything that he should not be saying, to almost directly quote him, is the raid has been... I'm actually eager to do the raid again, because I did complete the raid on Saturday. If you were here, you saw it. If you weren't here, then you didn't see it. But you can look in my VODs, both either here on Twitch or over on YouTube. And you can see the raid from beginning to end. Ooh, Dockmaster. What fence? Or not. Or not. Come on. The sad thing is, since I haven't unlocked the other points yet, I still have to go across the damn river. So we're gonna go swimming in the river. Unfortunately, one of the things you may notice is that if you Valor a character, even if you... Unless you're a player that people already know to be top of the line player, then it's possible some people may react negatively to you, especially when you're trying to, you know, pug groups or whatever. And I have no time for that sort of chicanery or that poor behavior on the part of players. I really don't. And it's just elitism, and I have no time for elitists anywhere, in any way, shape, or in any walk of life. Especially in gaming, because gaming is supposed to be for fun. I mean, if you're running groups and you want to exclude somebody just because they valor their character, I mean, the whole point of the valors is so people could run with their friends without having to level through the entire process. But I don't see that just in the LotRO community. I see that even more frequently in the WoW community. Because the WoW community is... The thing about the LotRO community is a lot of the folks who are the most vocal and the most critical act like they're... Some of them, and I want to qualify this, some of them act like that they're far more important to the process than they think they are. They're acting like if they were in the WoW community, they'd be like in Limit or Method or Liquid or one of the big top end rating guilds over there. Like the ones who are actually playing for like Big Dumb Gaming, the ones that are racing for World First right now. Good luck to everybody. Don't hurt Anduin. He's my boy. But in all honesty, the folks are top of the line raiders know their stuff in terms of LotRO. I think a lot of them would know stuff in general terms for another game, but they would not be able to do a similar percentage of high level content. It's just not in their wheelhouse, I don't think. Now, I'm sure there's some of them that do run with those big time guilds, but generally if you're in Method or Limit or whoever, you don't have time to be playing other games to any kind of credible standard. You may be playing them for funsies for sure, but I would be very surprised to see there being a regular, like, I wouldn't imagine Sco from Method playing LotRO on the side. Because there's just so much you need to do, so much time you need to focus on things to be able to be that top line, that I could not see somebody doing it twice at the same time. But their stuff is way different. It's like a whole different league because, quite frankly, they've got, you know, real money. Like, people get paid to be raiders, like professional gamers. I don't think there's anyone on the planet who can say that they are actually a paid professional LotRO player. Hey, Gipio, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're about to go, well, show a horse's ass on stream, and I'm not even talking about myself. I almost played DDO tonight. How
can I be of service?
Because I'm in the middle of this really big DDO project. And that project involves going on all of the DDO servers, which, there we go. We got all the boats. But now we need to go to Numinous. Now, you can take the boat to Men Irine, but you can swim. Lake Everswim. You can also go back to the King's Crossing back there and just ride down from there. I'm going to take the boat because I'm lazy. I'm doing pretty good, just opining as I do. And I forget what I was opining about, which is very sad. Am I gonna fall in the water? Because that would be funny.
Greetings.
Okay. So we're only here to kill Angmarim, so I'm not even gonna worry about the rest of the stuff. Though I will do the find the tombs deed because hey, it's free virtue XP, I think. All the houds. I don't think this is one of them. No, this isn't one of them. Hi. We're gonna go kill a bunch of Angmarim to get my Stout Axe deed, my racial deed, because I want the axe damage. There we go. The Tombs of Evendim. We'll do that deed because it's right here. You might as well, right? There's always one that I have such a problem finding. So I'm going to try to be very careful and not forget one. Oh, look at the Caragrim. Aren't they cute? Okay, Elendur. So yeah, I was almost going to play DDO tonight, because in this project, okay, so back in the day, some of you may remember that LotRO offered a special 1 year, I don't even think they called it a season pass. It was a 1 year thing where you got 1 year of VIP, and a bunch of other little goodies that weren't exclusive, right? It was for like $200 or something. And I know some folks were like, why is this the same price as the lifetime sub and doesn't include lifetime subscription? Well, for one thing, lifetime subscriptions are fucking expensive. And basically it wasn't the same. It was never intended to be the same, right? However, at the same time, DDO offered... This is not a tomb. DDO offered something similar. They offered what was called a season pass. And it gave you 2 years of VIP. And one of the other things that it offered was daily gold dice. So in DDO, where we have Hobbit presents every day, they have daily dice. And what daily dice do is you basically... You can get pots, you can get goodies. They don't have like a Virtue XP thing like we do. I think this is Valandor's. It is not Valandor's. think this one's Valandor's over here. Yep. And then I saved Elendil's for the end. But what they have, instead of getting the VXP jugs that we get every day for our silver rolls and every week for our gold rolls, but over there they get XP gems, like actual level your character XP. Because over there, you automatically get action points as you level up your character. Not just like level, but they have, each level has 5 tiers in it, 5 ranks in it. In each rank you get an action point, except I think the last one. I think you get 4 action points per level. Anyway, there we go. We completed the deed. We're gonna get some LotRO points. We got some marks, some VXP, and increased rep with the dudes. Okay, so good times. Alright, easy deed to do. Now let's go kill Angmarim, because I need to do my dwarf thing. And so, over there, you can literally level a character just by gold rolls, basically. So they have silver and gold rolls like we do. And actually, I think LotRO, when they redid Hobbit Presents the last time, that's kind of where they had the idea, where it used to be with Hobbit Presents that you had to be very careful what level of character you were rolling with, because if you rolled with your lowbie, you might get something scaled to your lowbie, but if you rolled with your high character, then you'll get something better suited for your high character. Okay. Which Slayer deed thing should I use? 90 minutes? Nah. 30 minutes? Or 60 minutes. Well, I only have one. I think it's going to take me more than 30 minutes to do what we need to do. So we'll hit the 60. We'll hit the 60. I don't think it'll take us 90 minutes to go kill all these Angmarim that we need to kill. There we go. That's the deed. Or look in the trigger. So we need 100 of these guys, which means 50 of them. And then we're going to need 100 of them for real the second time around. And then we'll probably need like 150 or 200 for the third iteration if I want to get the Thorin's Hall return skill. Because my name is Quicksilver, I'm going to hit you with axes. So, when the season pass ran through, I was rolling, it was 300 bucks by the way. It was more expensive than the LotRO one. It actually got you more than the LotRO one, which is fine, you know. Some people go bitched about it, as they do. And I wound up, you know, using those XP gems on various characters. And so what they're doing now, as part of the DDO anniversary, is they just gave gold rolls to VIP, like all VIPs, until the end of the year. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, in conjunction with that, imagine, I think I started collecting the XP gems on all of the servers for maybe about, oh man, maybe the last 6 months of that 2-year period. Maybe a little bit longer. So we're talking like, storage over in DDO is very different than it is in LotRO, in that you have a lot less of it in certain places. In other places you got a lot more, but in personal storage, you start off with, at least I start off with 60 slots on my storage. On my personal storage, and then I have my shared bank that's like 100 items, and then I have my, maybe I should have just done the 31, Jesus. Oh well, it'll be a wasted thing, but that's alright. I'm not too fussed about it. There we go. Oh. That's that other deed. I am the merciful? Pfft. Hell no. So basically, in all this time, I literally just kept rolling daily dice every day that I had the gold roll available. And the silver rolls as well. You know, collect those too. And then once the season pass ended in November... Was it November last... No, it was not November last year. It was November in 2020. So, for the year since then, I had been... Whoops. I need this one. This is the one we need to finish. This is the 200 cultists, which basically means 100 cultists. I just been collecting these on a weekly basis on every character, or on every server. Because one of the things is, at the PAX East meetup in 2020, right before the pandemic kicked in, Severlin was answering a question from somebody in the crowd. And I forget who asked, and I forget the exact thing, but Severlin had mentioned the possibility of mega servers, like 1 or 2 mega servers in DDO to collect all the players in 1 or 2 places so that players could group up together. Because DDO is very much more of a group organized thing. Why? I hate when this happens. Sometimes my thing gets stuck and it stops. It keeps moving when I don't intend it to. Okay. So, it was just something that he just mentioned. It wasn't off the cuff. It really wasn't off the cuff. It was just something that he said that they were thinking about. Zin is back. How was the movie? What did you watch? And so I decided that if that was going to happen, I would want to stack up as many XP gems as I could possibly get my hands on, so that assuming they ever did a single server like that, then I could just transfer all those alts in and get all those XP gems and level the crap up out of all kinds of things. Now, it's been 2 years since then, and it doesn't look like that they're any closer to that ever happening than they were at the time. So I was like, why am I hanging on to that? I mean, I have 15 different characters whose inventories I can't search. Because that's part of the thing. Is DDO does not have alt inventory or Kiki inventory or any plugins of that nature. There is a plugin alternative out there that might do something like that, but nobody at Standing Stone has said that it's okay, and I'm hesitant to use it until I know for sure that it's allowed. And so recently I've been thinking, like, why am I hanging on to all of these things? Why aren't I using them? Especially since on some of those servers, I have some really cool things. Like, on a couple of servers, I managed to roll 100 on my gold roll and got a horse that you can't get anywhere else. Right? You're apparently a cultist as well. That's fine. So recently I decided, you know what? I have one specific name on every single DDO server. Why don't I create one character per server? And, like, I have friends on all of the servers at some point. It's like, you know, I know Samius on Sarlona. I think Baklagor plays on Kyber a lot. Some folks play on Arganessen. And I'm like, why don't I just make one character on every server and buff that character up as much as I can? You know, pour all those XP gems into those characters. Because, by the way my account is set up, I can automatically create a level 7 character, which in DDO is something of a big deal. They only currently have 30 levels total, and they only have 20 levels of heroic and then 10 levels of epic. Right? So what a lot of people do is they level up they level to 20 and then they do a true reincarnation and just level their character all over again and be more powerful the next time around. But it takes longer to level each time, right? It's a pain in the ass, leveling. Some people find it really easy to level in DDO. I'm like, oh my god, this is such a pain in the ass. I mean, I love the quests. In fact, I was playing a quest last night to get my favorite soul up to level 15. And the quest that I had done was one that was DM'd. The voice actor DM was Cordovan. I'd heard about it and then I'd forgotten about it, and then I realized, oh hey, that's his quest. So I went and used that one as the to-ding. So I have been going around building, taking this character with the name that I have kept on all of the servers, and building them up with, each server has a different class, so I'm not playing the same character on every single server, because that's also boring. And I also like to play alts in different classes, and I don't... See, what a lot of people do over in DDO is, when they do their true reincarnation, they play a different race or a different class. Because there are certain things that you can get for being a completionist over there. And there's like a true completionist, there's a racial completionist, and every past life you get can add to your character's power. And you get more build points first few times. So when I start a character at level 7 on one of those servers, and then take all of that past, 6 months or more of daily gold rolls, and the weekly gold rolls for the past year as well, and if I pour them all into one character, that character goes from level 7 to level 18 or thereabouts. And so at that point, it's not too difficult to finish leveling to 20. And if you want to do the TR at level 20, you can. Or if you want to continue on to epic levels and get to max level and play that. That way, basically, I can play with more friends if I wanted to. And I can have like a different class that's interesting. Though there's one that's like 3 classes. She's the Arty Barty Warlock Party. And it's a build. Most of the builds I'm using are based on character builds that Strum Tom has posted. By the way, if you want to follow somebody who plays DDO, there we go. Completed that other deed. I'm gonna kill this guy because he's there. I got 10 more dudes to kill. And then I get my axe damage. And then we're going to actually do the epic story starting in the Vales of Anduin. I think what we'll do is I'm actually probably going to skip the Shades in the Swamp interlude. Because last time I did that, it took me 3 hours to play through the whole thing. And I just want to actually go to Minas Morgul and start killing things. Though, to be fair, if I really... I'm going to whine every time I see... There we go. Last one. Doom. There we go. I got my thing. I got my thing on the thing on the thing. What do I win? Ooh, we also have another one here. Which one do we not have slotted? This one. The again, the crafting thing. I really should make a crafter who's a stout X, but I have my crafters already set up, so I don't feel the need to do that. Okay, let's go. Well, we're supposed to go to the Forest Gate in Aaron Lasgalen, so I might as well just go to Ripendell and go up over the mountains. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing with the thing and the thing. Let's have a nice chill night. And then later tonight, after this stream, I'm going to try to do my my rolls for my D&D character. If you didn't know, I played D&D with Zin. And Zin's character is amazing and has the best attack dice of anybody in our group. You know, I could still do... How much time do we have on this? 45 minutes. You know what? Let's go kill some more cultists. That way I can... Oh man, I'm gonna need 150 of those guys. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be fun. What's the quickest way to get there? Actually going to my kin house is the quickest way to get there. Hello! Alright. Let's go do the thing, shall we? You should come play LotRO with us. It is free to play, so all you're out is time and hard drive space. If you want to just give it a test run and see if you like it. If you like Lord of the Rings lore, this is the place to be. This is definitely the most faithful adaptation of the lore in any video game so far. Yes, go play Zin. Play tabletop or...
How can I be of service?
But I do need to talk to Owl, who's our DM, because I need to make sure my character sheet looks right. Okay, we are going back to Numina. What's the quickest way to get there from here? 21st? No. That noise. No, I don't want to go to the chest. I can go to Mickle Delving and go up from there. Pardon me. I think I could get there from Mickle Delving, yes? I'm pretty sure I can. Any tips? Well, firstly, I suppose that's actually a really good question. It mainly depends on what kind of... Why am I doing that?
How do you do?
Like, have you had any thoughts as to what class you want to play? Or how familiar are you with the game in general? So, you know, I like to tailor my content to how people talk about. We're gonna go kill some more Angmar because it'll be funny. I mean, we've got, the game pretty much cleaves to the holy trinity of heals, deeps, and tanks. There are some support stuff going on. So each class, except the brawlers, has these class traits. And the color is the line, so I don't know if you're colorblind or anything, but it's blue on the left, red in the middle, yellow on the right. Blue line tends to be your specialist stuff. So as a champion, blue line is, it used to be the off-tanking spec. It still kind of is. Back in the day when the game originally launched, champions could use shields and do like sword and board. We can't use shields anymore, and most of us are sad about this. This character is set up to be red line. Red line for most classes is your DPS line. This is where you're going all in on damage. This is, it's called the Berserker for a reason. And then the yellow line for champions is their AoE line. For other classes, like Bjornings, this is the heal line because it's a support line. So it's basically like your class specialty, your class DPS, and then your class support. So I like to go healthy dose of all-in-your-face single target damage in the middle, and then add AoEs for additional party damage on the right-hand side. And that's just this one class. Champion is pretty much DPS, DPS, and more DPS. Other classes have a variety, such as if you're playing a Bjorning, which is not a free class like Champion. Bjornings are basically the folk of Bjorn. They can turn into bears, and they are overpowered. They also can either be tanks, DPS, or heals. So they're a triple threat. They can do any one of those really well. I personally like to run my Bjorning in the support or yellow line, the healing line, because it's funny as hell to be a healing Bjorning and just lay waste to the landscape around you. How long have I played? I have played since the game opened in March of 2000. Well, technically it launched in April 2007, but I played since day one. Actually, day one of open beta, which is like a few days earlier than that. Healing bears are good, aren't they, Bookworm? They are the best thing ever. Like, I was taking my Bjorning at level 35, and she was taking on multiple level 40 mobs without batting an eye. Yeah, the game has... Wait a minute, what am I running around these guys? I could just kill them for my deed. Well, my timer is running out. Okay, let's start killing these guys, because we're doing an old deed to acquire a travel skill back to Thorin's Hall, so I don't have to continually use the stables to go there. So these guys, their names are Greys because they are super under level. We're basically zerging because this is, we're doing something to make my character better. And since I still have a booster on that doubles up how many times each one of these dudes counts, I might as well use it. So this is a low-level area, and I'm raffle stomping these guys, and they deserve it. They're from Angmar. They used to work for the Witch King back in the day. That guy's a jerk. TD with the waffles! You know, TD, I was thinking the other day, I should make a waffles emote for Twitch. I could make 2 waffle emotes, right? What I could do is I can make one that subscribers would have, and then make like one with syrup on it. That anybody could use. I should make a waffles emote. Then I could get all my folks in Signum University to subscribe to my channel, because we do kind of spam the waffles emote in Slack. Slack has a built-in waffle emote, and we use it a lot. And we can blame that 100% on Sparrow Alden, the amazing force of nature that is Sparrow. She is awesome. I love her. The current web mistress of Signum University, and I will be taking over that role from her over the summer. Once my training is complete, my web mistress, I'm not gonna call myself a web mistress, because that seems just a bit weird, and it is a little bit sexist too. I'm not a mistress. I'm not a dominatrix or anything like that. However, I like Web Paladin. I was thinking Web Druid, but then I remembered that Terry Brooks's webmaster calls himself the Web Druid. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take that guy's, his little in-joke, so I'll be the Web Paladin. I don't know of anybody who uses that as their jokey title or whatever. Have I always been on Landroval? That's a really good question, and no, I haven't. I am fairly new to Landroval comparatively. I think I moved all of my primary play characters to Landroval like 5 or 6 years ago. At some point. It was a while ago, but I originally started on Silverload back in the day. And then when they opened up Crick Hollow, Rittermark, Imladris, and Dwarodelf, I made characters with my main names on all 4 of those servers the day they launched. And when in 2015 they announced the server consolidations, I moved everything over to Crick Hollow. And then a few years after that, since all of my friends were on Landy with one major exception, hello Master Pont and Finberry, I decided that I wanted to spend the ton of money, and it was a ton of money, it was like $200 of LotRO points, to transfer all of my primary characters from Crick Hollow to Landroval. I also transferred a character I'd had since the day the game opened over on Arkenstone, who had like the best name ever. And she's now my burglar here on Landy. You'd be a web ranger? Nice. Yep, Silverlode, may it rest in peace. Very sad. I have this knack, whenever a game launches, I have this knack for picking like the least populated servers to be on. Like in DDO, my characters are on Orion, which is like the second least populous server. The only way I could have done that even better was to have chosen Wayfinder, which is kind of funny. But honestly, I picked Silverlode because I like silver in names. Hello? Character's name is Quicksilver. No, this character was not the original Quicksilver here on Landroval. The person who had the name had been idle on it for more than a year when Ithel closed. So when Ithel closed, they didn't let people transfer for free to any other server. I yanked their name. What is my main's name? My main name is Phoenix. I'm on, actually now, because of the server transfer stuff, I have the name Phoenix on all of the servers except Laurelyn. And I would love to bribe the person who has it on Laurelyn if I could have my damn name. But the kinship, Radio Free Gallifrey, is my unique kinship. It is, it used to be called something else back in the day, but I decided at one point that I was going to name my kinships and my guilds in other games based on my old radio show. Because I used to have a radio show for like 10 years called Radio Free Gallifrey. And I just played comedy music on an internet radio station called Dementia Radio, which had nothing to do with the mental illness dementia, but it was actually named in homage of Dr. Demento, or as we like to call him, Barry, because, you know, we know him, he's just Barry to us. He's a good dude. But yeah, I played, oh hi, hello, excuse me. But I wasn't, like, around. I mean, I was around fairly often, but I was never, like, you know, in the big time ratings. So you wouldn't have seen me all over the place. I don't generally... First thing I do when I create a character is turn off world chat. Because I can't stand world chats in most games. Okay, the Duna Diner up there. Yeah. The Keepers of Ale sounds like a fine kinship. Not a drinker myself, but I know a lot of people who are. I generally don't mind if people drinking, or even necessarily if they're drunk, as long as they're A, not grabby, B, and not violent, and C, not going to drink and drive. At which point I get violent and grabby and knock them on their damn ass. Or in another case, make sure the guy who used to write the soundtrack or the login music for WoW, not drink and drive, because he was dual wielding drinks at BlizzCon one night. And we're like, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. We'll find you some place to stay, buddy. You're not going to... He told me he had a Tesla, and I didn't want him to wreck his Tesla. Yeah, I was looking out after the car. You're just extremely cheerful. You have more than 2 glasses of wine. I don't even like wine. My sister, who is, by the way, a hobbit, she likes good food and good wine. She's the beer snob of the family. I don't even like beer. The last time I had beer, a beer-like substance, was a proper Guinness straight from the tap in Dublin, Ireland. I had a hotel in Connell Street. And it was a gift from my host, my friend Linda, who had decided that I needed to have my first proper stout. Because American Guinness doesn't count, apparently. And I got a quarter of the way through the pint. A quarter of the way through, and I just could not drink it anymore. I was literally about to throw up. And I chose not to continue drinking. The bartender laughed at me. My host thought it was funny. But she didn't, like, laugh at me cruelly. The bartender was being a bit of a dick about it. Just a little bit of scorn. But it was like, would you rather me not drink your alcohol, or would you rather clean up the barf that I'm about to commit upon your bar? He chose not to worry about the barf, so... So, that was a thing. Don't you think you're getting away? There we go. I got my thing. Oh, wrong one. So now I have my travel skill that I can go to Riven, or go to Thorn's Hall whenever I want to. That's pretty cool. So the only ones I don't have is the fire damage, which I'm a champion, does me no good. Virtuous Stout X, +1 to wit, determination for that would actually be useful. The wit would be useful. The fortitude, not so much because it's not slotted, but eh. That one could be useful in the right places, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it at all. Okay, so let's actually go do some quests. This character is level 121, so we're going to the Vales of Anduin. Pardon me. And we're gonna go do this quest. We're gonna go talk to Legolas. So this is just the zone thing, but it is XP, so I will take it. So let's go there the quickest way I could possibly get there. I don't want to go to my own premium house. We've already been there. However, I will go to one of my other premium houses. The quickest one for me is actually going to be the mead hall. Let's go to the mead hall, which you're not going to actually see the mead hall. We're just using it because it's right next to where the thingies are. Actually, I'm going to go up to the mead hall to see if the Durin's Day thing is still broken. Because the last time I logged in this character, the last 2 times I logged in this character, the Durin's Day skybox was broken. Look at my poor horse. Where's my house? Dude, where's my house? The game is taking forever to load. Okay. Let's give it a minute. Ooh, it's working right. Nice. Okay, so one of the cool things about the recent housing update is you can put ambient environment things outside on your house. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. And you go in here, you turn this thing on. By the way, I really dislike the trick-or-treat things. Because you can't move them. And it's like tripping over the candies, right? But anyway, ambient environment these new housing hooks that you can add things to them. And this is the Durin's Day one. And what it does is on as much of your property as reasonably possible, it makes the skybox look like the skybox for the 3-day Durin's Day event, which gets you this really kick-ass sunset. Which I love sunsets. And the best thing is you get that little crescent moon up there in the sky. However, it tends to break for me, so this is like the first time it actually worked. So, yay, Durin's Day! And it's like in the rays of the setting sun on the last day of Durin's Day shall shine upon the... So it's a reference to The Hobbit. So, me likey. So once I go back off my property, this skybox will go away, and you notice the regular skybox returns. Which, by the way, in itself is a pretty skybox. And you too can buy this skybox somewhere from some vendor. Some of the skyboxes you can just buy straight up for gold at the housing furnishers. Like the one in here, by the way. The Rohan one has some really nice ones too. This is in Rohan. It's the housing instance in Rohan.
Are you looking for something, friend?
But the ambience furniture has a bunch of lights you can use. And you know which ones I used a lot of. No, I didn't use the blue ones. So you can do things like a bat colony, butterflies, campfire lights, smoke columns. Falling waters is pretty cool. Snow. I have falling snow in my Erebor house. But you can also buy these skyboxes, like the main Rohan one, the East Wall, the Fangorn one, the Wold, the Westfold. Westfold is the... We're not in the Westfold right here. But, yeah. And we're in Western Rohan, Edoras. So this is the one that you're normally seeing is the Edoras one. And you can just buy these with gold. Some of them you have to have reputation to buy. Like the ones for Moria, you have to be acquaintance with the Iron Garrison miners. And then you can just buy them for gold. Some others of the new housing stuff you have to buy with like reputation tokens in a specific area. So anyway, we're going actually for the Stable Master, not for Wenda. I'm so used to going to Wenda. Okay, where are we going?
How can I be of service?
I really need Thelagoth. That's what I need. That's the quickest way to get to where we're going. Thelagoth. Let's go to the Elven Hall. The Elven King's Hall. Can you go back to where you were without having to travel when you leave? No. Not that I'm aware of. Now, the fun thing is, Willie, you can go to any housing instance in the game from Bree. There is a housing broker office. Let me pull up the Bree map here. Meriador, Bree. Right here. So the town hall is like right here where that courtyard is. You go across the road and there's the broker's room. And it's full of brokers and then these little tomes. The tomes will take you to any housing instance in the game, any neighborhood. Like, let's say you have a friend who's in such and such a neighborhood, you want to go visit them. You can do that.
How can I be of service?
Let's go to the Bjorninghus from here. And the cool thing about that is that allows you, by going to the housing brokers in Bree, you can go without needing a character of the appropriate level. Which the RP and music community, they just snuck that, like Standing Stone just snuck that in one day. And somebody noticed that. I'm like, what the hell? And we went down there. It's like, holy crap! This is so cool. And so, therefore, we should probably let Bjorn and his wife pop in first. And so they just kind of threw that in there. It's like, all of a sudden, hey, look, everybody, you can go to all these housing instances without needing any help. Now, you can go, like, you can talk to the actual broker NPC, and they'll let you tour any house that's currently unsold. But if you're trying to go to a neighborhood that's bought up or something, then you're out of luck, so you have to use the tome on the table next to them. But it's really, really good. Okay. So we don't want to talk to either of these beautiful people. I do want to actually turn in the quest to Legolas real quick. Because he'll give us a thing to come back and talk to Grimbjorn anyway, so it's free XP. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually start doing quests that will be considered spoilers. And we're going to skip some story. Yep, we're actually going to skip story because Gandalf will give me the option of either doing the interlude, Shades in the Swamp, or he'll let us start the story for the Minas Morgul content, which is what I want to do. What are you doing, horse? And so what I want to do is skip the interlude this time around. Now, I'm not actually trying to do the entire thing. I'm going to pick up the Dusty Page because it will start a deed. Which I'm going to cheerfully ignore.
To Khazad-dûm we retreated then, but at last the Wakened Dragons came and found us there. With the aid of elves and men we bested them. Though the cost was great. And for a time, we knew peace.
I see you received my father's request.
See, here's the fun thing about being behind in the game. Nobody cares. Unless you're trying to do the current raid, nobody gives a crap what level you are or where you are in the story, as long as you're having fun. That's the important point. It's just having fun. It is a little bit tricky to pick back up because some things have changed. Like the legendary system is so much better now. Oh my god. Gone are the days where you have to spend from like 50 to 100 constantly getting new LIs and remaking them and then throwing them away, turning those mats into a new LI, etc., etc., etc. That's gone. Now you start at 50, get your LI, and it does level with you through the entire process, and you can pick what traceries you put on. The traceries are the replacement for legacies. So there is only a tiny bit of random stuff. If you boost a character with a Valar, then the LI system is not the best, and you will have to make some adjustments. But if you're starting a brand new character with your first LI, it is so much nicer. The hard part is getting enough ancient script or materials to keep leveling your LI. No. The new system, so we're basically on the third iteration of LI. So when you left playing at level 100, you had just seen like the imbued LI system had just come out or thereabouts, or you might have been using it for a while. This replaces both of those. The old system where you had to constantly grind up LIs over and over again. It's like, why the hell do I have 3 different, legendary items? I should just have one that grows with me. And then the imbued system, which was kind of going in that direction, but you could never pick your legacies, and it was a pain in the ass to switch legacies because you got penalized for it. You had to unlock them. It was such a pain in the ass. And you had to like min-max your way into certain things, and it felt like you had to max out your LIs just to be able to do low-level instances, like low-tier instances. And with the new system, It ain't like that at all. Let me see if I can... Do I still have my old allies on this character? That is not my old ally. But this is what a new ally looks like. And this is like a two-hander, so it's like 105 DPS. So what you do is you buy the shell of an LI at level 50, or 45 to 50. And you go through the process, you go beat up on the Watcher in the water, you go to talk to the Forge Master, whatever, and you get sent back and you go beat up on the Watcher, and then you go into Moria. But then what happens is, as you level, instead of getting a new LI and then crunching it into and over, this one you just reforge it periodically. And it keeps up with you. And then you see these empty slots, you fill them with these traceries. And the traceries look like this. This is what the new LI thing looks like, by the way. And yeah, this is a bit janky. No lie, it is a bit janky. But do I still have my old LI? So I think I might have done... Oh, here's my old LI. And let me just give you a little bit of a comparison. This is my old LI, and this was a Valar maxed out LI. A 120 Valar maxed out LI. So I'm only one level higher than I was before. And just look at the difference. So you can still use the current LIs, but you will outgrow those LIs pretty gosh darn quickly. So as you can see, with a maxed out thing, I have 33.6 brutal strikes damage. With the tracery, I get 50% damage, and I get physical mastery rating on top of it. Wild attack damage, 33%. Here I've got 50%. Now you can buy different levels of quality. Like I have a Scion here for my wild attack damage, an incomparable thing. I could get one that's a purple, which is a rare, and the main difference is the might number would be a little bit less, the enhancement limit would be a little bit less, the wild attack damage would be 45% instead. So there are actually guides out there on how to do the new LI system. I did a couple myself. I did one myself. It's not the greatest. I wasn't looking for certain things in the system. I was just looking to go, take somebody through the process to understand what the room does, how you use it. But the two big things this system does better than the old system is, number one, if you can pick your traceries, which is replacing the legacies. So this is a tracery. Over here you got legacies. These are traceries. So you get to pick your traceries, pretty much. So you're not stuck with having 2 or 3 legacies on your old LI that just didn't work for you. That you had to... And the other thing is, the tracery slot. Once you level this number up, and let's say I wanted to switch out area of effect attack damage with another tracery instead, like a different one, or let's say I had the lower tier and I wanted to upgrade to the higher tier, I wouldn't have to start leveling that all over again. Like this 415 wouldn't be like 300 and I have to go back to 415. It would start at 415. And that's really the other thing that makes the system so much better. So much better. And they took away weapon swapping for champions and a couple other classes, and some people are upset about it. I don't give a shit. I never used it. It doesn't affect me, but I understand people being frustrated because they were using weapon swapping to min-max their way through raids and stuff, and honestly, the DPS on the new LIs are so much better that you really don't need to weapon swap, in my opinion, but I'm not the expert on that sort of thing. In the meantime, let's clean out my bag since I noticed that my bags are almost full. Oh my goodness. So let's do a little bit of cleanup, shall we? Okay, as usual, we will look at cosmetics and see that they are terrible. Because this is old stuff, so the stuff shouldn't look good. Look at the leather shoes. And none of the stuff is an upgrade. I will keep the crafting, or I'm sorry, the rep items, because I will need those at some nebulous point in the future when I have all going through those areas. Club of the Rising Sun. It's a free purple. Oh. Oh. That doesn't... Well, it doesn't look good, but... I could use that at some point. So save the random free purples. Don't need adamants. Don't need those. I'm actually going to mail the remaining stuff that I'm keeping to the various salts before we head off into the landscape, because I will need those spots in my inventory, won't I? Be getting some new stuff from the new area. So what we're about to do is we're going to play through some content. It's going to spoil the story for you. We're about to talk to a character that his existence is a massive spoiler. So I apologize. If you want to avoid spoilers, you might want to look away for the rest of the evening. And I won't begrudge you for that. It's okay, you'll catch up? Interesting. Anderson, that's also a very good question, is you will wind up getting a new LI. As you see here, I still have my old LI. So you can still access the old LI window. I'm forgetting how. It's still in here. They basically hid it. They took the keybind and switched it to this new reward track. Which this is also something that can help you get caught up. Or let's say you want some more of the materials needed to work with the new LI system. This is a new seasonal thing they just launched earlier this month. Or last month. Late last month. And this is a thing where all your characters 45 and above that do anything where you get LI XP goes into the system. And it goes to 100. Oh, and I apparently have a coffer of things that I can claim, so yay! Yay, I just got me some ancient script. And once you get 100, then this thing basically is a repeatable. If you're familiar with the, if you ever played World of Warcraft, it's kind of like the Paragon system in Legion. Like, when you got your reputation to max, and then you ground another 10k rep with that faction or whatever, you'd get a Paragon cache. It's similar to that. And I think this is going to reset like it says roughly every 3 months. So it just started in February. Okay. So we got February to March, March to April, April to May. So sometime like mid-May, this will recycle. So anything I contribute to this system will get me the repeatable, which isn't all that much. Okay. So let's clear this crap out real quick, shall we? Because I need the space. Oh, I definitely need a space, so I'm going to rearrange my stuff because it makes it easier for me to find. Okay, where are we going? We're going here. Jeweler. This would be jeweler mats. Jeweler mats. Jeweler is also my cook, so any cooking mats. The sprig of parsley and the spring of thyme. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one in the moon. I'm not going to sing anymore because Led Zeppelin might get me DMCA'd. Oh, Willie Gnome wants me to sing. Oh, no. Oh, no. What am I going to do? I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing for you today. What should I sing? Is there a specific song you want me to sing? Because if I know it, I can try to sing it, and I'll almost definitely mangle it. Who holds these? Whatever works. That doesn't help. Steam, why are you wanting to do a reset? I don't care, Steam. I just wanted the thing to stop blinking in the background. Okay, I should sing the Hamilton polka because I just watched that video the other day. I love that video. The song that the dwarves sing about breaking the plates? Let me get the lyrics. We're not going to do the version from the Hobbit movie by Peter Jackson because that was a terrible movie. I actually know the song from the Rankin and Bass cartoon from the 70s more than I do the other one. How does it go? Chip the glasses and crack the plates, blunt the knives and bend the forks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Smash the bottles and burn the corks. Cut the cloth and tread on the fat. Pour the milk on the pantry floor. Leave the bones on the bedroom mat. Splash the wine on every door. Dump the crocks in a boiling bowl. Pound them up with a thumping pole. And when you've finished, if any are whole, send them down the hall to roll. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So carefully with the plates. It's not my best song. Music was still good. Yeah. Music was good. Which of my alts handles these? Druid, look this stuff up. Rep tokens is my other wee hobbit. I have many wee hobbits. That one was originally going to be my band. Who does my low level gear? I think that's Crystal. Yeah, it's Crystal. Where? Oh, I just misplaced it. Come here. Come on. Arrgh. One thing I dislike is that you have to drag and drop things into... I don't want to send it to Carrie. She'll be like, what the hell are you sending me this stuff for? Is that... For example, in World of Warcraft, if you have the mail thing open, it'll automatically... You know, Zin knows what I'm talking about. You just right-click on something and it will add it to the mail. And it doesn't do that in WoW. Or in LotRO. And it makes me very sad. Brimstone. Flex. And more flex. And that goes to my tailor, who is also my metalsmith. She was metalsmith before she was the tailor. I used to have another alt to be the tailor. Okay, then weaponsmith. I don't have any. Oh, there's a weaponsmith. Is that it? Yep. I think the game is being tricky though, because I noticed that my things are not... They're organized correctly according to how the game's logic is situated. What was that all about? Thank you for the follow. Riviana. I hope I didn't mangle that too badly. Alright. Just having a bit of fun tonight. So this is the scholar, who is also the farmer. It's a tailor. It's a jeweler. Woodworker. That's a scholar. Okay, let's go to the scholar. Okay, woodworker gets the bit of resin. Jeweler and tailor. My hunter. It's going to my hunter. My hunter is my woodworker. My main hunter, she's badass. And then I forgot to send that to the wrong character. Good job, me. And then this one goes to the tailor, because I didn't catch it the first time. Okay. Look at all those beautiful bag spaces we've got left. Now let's go do an actual quest. And almost 2 hours into the stream. I have to give massive props for the kin name. This was the Wooten Major. That is a reference to another Tolkien work that's not related to Lord of the Rings. But let's go talk to the big bad boy himself. Oh no, I haven't completed the Path of the Company deed, have I? Why is that deed not showing up here? Or it's a Ravanian. Bales. Gundabad, Blood of Azog, Elder Slade. Is it a Vales of Anduin deed? It is. Oh no, we haven't done any of these. Well, the good part is we can work our way backwards. We go to the Carrick. We can go, because we're going to the south anyway. We can do this deed. There's only 6 of, okay, a few of them. There's 6 of them. We can do those. It's kind of on the way. Sort of.
Darkness has settled upon the Vales of Anduin. Can you not feel it?
Wait, I have to do the interlude? I mean, it's not like the boots are going to be an upgrade. Let me go look on the wiki. Because I thought that the interlude Shades in the Swamp was actually an optional. I could be wrong. Because obviously I haven't done the epic quest on this character. Surprise. Okay. A window on the past is... starts with Gandalf. Okay, so apparently I can't start the Minas Morgul content without doing this. So yeah, I've only completed 72 quests on this character. It's so bad. So yeah, I haven't done any of the Black Book on this character. Okay. Well, the more you know. I guess we are doing the Shades in the Swamp. Well, let's go outside and talk to Grimbjorn. We'll complete the Path of the Chronicle of the Company deed because it's there. And who wouldn't want to lay waste to a bunch of goblins on the way through, huh? Okay, I'm not going to do all your side quests, Grimbjorn. Pardon me. Okay, talk to one of the hunters in Holdvist. Okay, we're gonna focus. We're gonna focus. Can we wait? Can we go to Holdvist straight from here? Can I? I can. Am I going to go straight there from here? No, because we're going to work on the deed first, and then. Wow, this game is lagging just a wee bit, isn't it?
Darkness has spread across the mountains.
Okay, let's go do the quest. Let's go do the deed first. We're gonna go hang out with the eagles for just a second. Zen is going to get some rest. Have a good night, Zen. We'll see you later. And of course, you can always find me in the Discord. Though I watch more and talk less. Because everybody else on that channel is real chatty. And I'm like, why is there 500 messages waiting for me? When I log in the morning, I'm like, and we're gonna jump off a bridge. We're gonna do that too. We're totally gonna jump off a bridge. So we're doing this thing ass backwards, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Alright, we're on good terms, so we need to... With the company gathered at the Carrick. I think we were talking to Guai here. Lord of Eagles. The Wind Lord. And by the way, you get the best view from up here. Like you can see the little circle of Bjorn, the Bjorninghus, the Hadria Hunt. And they can look up at the... Oh, you can even see the white horse from up here. This is a feature in the landscape that you get a better look at if you go up here to Limlock. And you can get a better view of it, but there's... The mountains are very misty, aren't they not? Okay, where the company gathered at the Carrick? Should have been here, yeah? Okay, so there should be another trigger here. Maybe it's because I rode my war steed up that the game got confused and didn't actually trigger the thing. Alright, now I'm a little puzzled because we're at the Carrick. Chronicle of the Company says... So, the base of the Carrack is where this one thing is supposed to trigger. Aha! There's just a little spice. So now we need to find where the company found wargs, where Bilbo finds the company, and where Bilbo lost his buttons. We're gonna be killing some goblins and some wargs, and then we'll go jump off a bridge. And then we'll go talk to the hunter in Holtvist. So it looks like we are doing the thing. But I might not get through the entire interlude tonight, because I think the last time I did it, it actually did take me the entire 3 hours of a stream that I did it on. And even though I did start at 7 tonight, because I was done doing other things, I'm like, well, I've had my supper early. And I didn't have anything else better to do, so I'm like, hey, stream early, yay! And you're all here, which is the best thing ever. So I hope everybody's been having a decent Wednesday. What am I getting email for? Why am I getting email? Oh, it's the Twitch notification. Oh, that's so nice. What we don't have so far this evening is Thief Kitty content. For those who are watching Cordovan's DDO stream today, he had a cat cam on during the entire stream. His big honkin' floof of a cat named Miss Elizabeth Bennet. Yes, after the Jane Austen character. AKA Lizzie, AKA Big Honkin' Floof. She was curled up on a chair next to him, and he had a camera on her, and she was so cute! The kitty was so cute. I love his kitty. She's big. I picked her up once. Look, I finally killed something! Well, I haven't killed it yet. Let's go actually get some XP, shall we? By killing goblin town soldiers. Look at this. These deeds that I haven't... One thing about Valoring is it'll give you the class trait points as if you had done your deeds, but if you don't actually... it doesn't complete the actual deeds for you. You still have to do them. Like, you get the ones that give you the class trait points, but it won't complete, like, the segments of those deeds, so you still have to do them. Okay, we need to find... Hi, you. Come here. Get your butt back here. No, you first. There we go. Okay, we are needing to go... Oh, hi. Excuse me. Pardon me. I beg your pardon. Going around this corner here. Just getting myself turned around, chat. Professor Corey will be streaming again tonight for the Nature of Middle-earth at 10 o'clock, or whenever he shows up. Which is, of course, Corey's operates on Wizardly Standard Time, as most of us well and truly know. So if I start at 7 and end shortly after 10, I should be able to catch the entire show. And we had a great show today on the Signum U channel. Corey had... I probably said this earlier and I completely forgot, which is the thing I do. We had Knew Better, Do Better from TikTok was the guest with Corey and Dr. Maggie Park. And I was thoroughly delighted because I love that guy. He knows his Tolkien, which is amazingly cool. One thing about him knowing Tolkien is I was not expecting that. Totally 100% not expecting it. Game, stop lagging. Thank you. But he was on the One Ring show back that Corey was doing. Like, we simulcasted that the night that of the Super Bowl. and he was one of the other guests, and him and Corey were like, we want to talk to each other. And let me go talk to this guy. And and so we finally, Corey just basically reached out to him and said, hey, you want to be on this other show? And so Willie, the guy's like, yeah, sure. And so today was the first time ever that I personally witnessed anybody managing to out-talk Corey about Tolkien. Now, one thing to bear in mind is I'm acquainted with a couple of other Tolkien scholars because of Corey. But this is the first time that I saw somebody out-talk Corey on Corey's stream. It's never happened before in all of my time being a part of the Sigdamu community. Okay, so there's that one. And it was the glorious thing to see. It's like, Corey was just sitting there nodding and going, Now, early on, I was like, guys, there is actually a third person on this show, Dr. Maggie. It's like, let her talk. But as she explained later, she's not a Tolkienist like they are. She's more of a scholar of adaptations in general, which actually makes her perfect for that show. Because it's called Other Hands and Minds. It's about how things are adapted, not about, a specific adaptation. It's like the methodology of adaptations, which makes it a fascinating topic, quite frankly. I am looking for the fire hiding somewhere around here, or the remains of the fire, the campsite. There it is. Somehow it's back here. Oh, here it is. There's the campsite, and here's the burglar. And now we're going to go back to the back gate of Goblin Town. Actually, it's the front gate of Goblin Town. Because they got brought in through the back door. Aren't they? The black crack was the back door? Was it not? And so today, Willie and Corey were chattering away like, they do. And it was a great discussion, very respectful. And there's one part about the show that I really, really liked. And Corey had to address the elephant in the room. I mean, there's many elephants possibly in the room. But one of them was like, okay, you have to ask the sole black man on your show what all this means with their, he's the sole black man. How is this a thing? How are you going to address this? And Willie was just like, I loved his answer. He was like, it's this thing here, but this is also this wider thing. And he went on this whole side discussion about how, because a lot of folks are up in arms about there being, black. It's like, why are there black elves? Why are this? Why do we have people with this skin tone or whatever? Why are the women blah blah blah? And Willie wasn't like, they weren't adapting or changing the characters from the books. Like, it's not like suddenly Elrond was a black man or anything like that. Is all these characters who were not part of the quote-unquote traditional paradigm of what people would make for them were all new characters, so it's not that big of a deal. There we go. We completed the deed. And I just really liked how he addressed the I'm the sole black man in the room thing without making it about being the sole black man in the room. And it was...
They drove him deep into the bog. Now he feasts on toad and frog, wriggling maggot, worm and grub. What a feast for old man Ub!
And it was really, I thought it was a really good and nuanced answer. And today's chat was actually a lot more civil than yesterday's chat, or last time's chat. It was 2 weeks ago. So I didn't even have to do anything moderator-wise, except tell people not to call people wankers. I think that's the first time anybody used the term wanker in the Signamu Twitch chat. So I'm like, you probably shouldn't mean that. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go jump off a bridge. And then we'll go talk to one of the hunters in Holtvist. We'll find out about this shade in the swamp. Title. Rude. Get your ass back. Get your ass over here. I'm gonna kick your butt for knocking my horse over. I would love it if war steeds had more morale. That would be so nice. That'd be a nice thing. Okay. Let's... Can I get up the hill from here? I should be able to. Yeah, there we go. Or not, Druid. You have to go further down the hill, then cut up to the hill. Whee! Heck yeah! Look at that! Slip slide, no way. Let's see who my friends are online right now. Let's see who's out there. I think people are doing things. See, Stampion is... Oh man, he needs to get to be the thing. Do the thing. But Cordo's been busy. I'm still gonna give him shit though, because he's my friend. Though not too much. Not too much. I also have to decide what we're gonna have for midnight snack. What should we have? I've got ice cream. I've got chocolate cookie crumble, but I had that last night, so I'm not keen on it right this time. I had ramen for breakfast, and by breakfast I mean 11:30. I was eating it at noon while watching Cat Cam on DDO stream. And then I had chicken for supper, as always. I do have some mashed potatoes I could have for a snack. Wait, I'm looking for the old elven parchment. We're about to go jump a bridge, but we have to jump from the other side of the bridge. Yep, this one that used to sing, but doesn't anymore. Oops, I hit a button. I hit a button I didn't mean to hit. So what did you all have for supper? Since I had chicken, what did you have? What was for supper? Was there pie involved? Tell me there was pie. Okay, Steel Master's already completed. We might have the page down by the river. And before I decide to go jump off the river, I should go check to see whether I've already jumped off the river before. I have not jumped off the river, jumped off the bridge before. So let's do that. We're gonna go jump off the bridge. I might already have the page. Well, No, I don't think I have the birch bark page down here, because if I had, I wouldn't have just kicked off the old man up song on the other one.
In blackest shadows his eyes burn, ravening hunger to return. Lurking among ling and shrub, weeping, creeping, old man ab.
Oh, that flat stone's important. I might go back and do a Black Book catch-up at some point. Start basically at Mordor and work my way through. So one downside of having such a huge, massive, epic story is, like... And to be fair, this character was... basically came through the starting instance and immediately got Valor, so did no questing. Literal questing. But it might be worth it to go back and do anything that involves Virtue XP for sure. And get some more LI XP for the thing when I need it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're not even going to stop this time, chat. We're just going to go. We got it! And we fell in the river. Awesome! I think that's the first time I actually managed not to make the landing, but still got the title. I've jumped at the chance! I mean, I've done the jump and actually died on the way down before, depending on where you land. I think one of the things I'm going to do with my catch-up completionist is once I finish Southern Mirkwood, I'm going to go back and look and see what I need to do rep-wise for all the various factions in the old areas. If I want to grind rep deeds in the old areas. Do I want to be that much of a completionist or not? So what do you guys think? I'm sorry, what do you folks think? Guys, is a gender term in my household. I know some folks are like, guys guide is like, dude, it's not gender specific. It's like, just because you think so doesn't mean other people think so, and I'm trying to be respectful. And no, don't kill the sheep, they need them. We're gonna go kill some orcses. We're gonna go kill some orcses. Should I go back and do all of the old rep stuff? I think I am kindred with many of the old reputations. But I don't know. I know I have the elves for sure, and I'm fairly certain I've got anything that involves rep tokens. I've got those. I think so, question mark. But the main thing is going back and checking it out. Like, I know for sure, like, for example, I have kindred with the Lossoth. Because my main is the one that went back and bought the, Erebor... I'm sorry, the Forachel Sky for my, my house in Belfalos. Or else has the cat got all of your tongues? as cats are wont to do. We got folks watching, we got folks chatting. Am I that boring? I know folks are probably busy raiding. I know some folks are raiding tonight because the raid got nerfed and they want to go try the raid out. Nice. I've started the enmity of the orc steed. Alright, one more orc. You! Come here. Come here! Let's go kick some shade butt. Do shades even have butts? I don't think they do. Into the river! Whee! I don't want to play with the toads. I want shades. Are you a shade in the swamp? You are a shade in the swamp, but I missed. It's total set. Wait, can I just... Hang on, hang on. Now you go up here, and this is where you start the Minas Morgul content, but you have to do the interlude to open it up. So, let's keep going. Ooh, wait, why is it saying there's something there to click on? Oh, that's right, it's where one of the hidden caches are. Will I get some cool, interesting stuff in it? Where's the hidden cache? Oh, was it? Oh, that's why I was doing the thing. I wasn't looking at the tooltip. I'm a dingleberry. I will pick the quest up only because I know that as part of what I'm doing, I'll probably wind up killing that many anyway. One more shade and then we can move forward. Alright, let's go look for Budwilla.
I think the orcs were trying to take me alive.
What? Why do orcs take you alive?
It
Unless they
was a
would eat
man.
something.
So, it must have been in life.
Okay, Vagari the Wanderer. A very hostile, nasty, bad spirit. Some sad past. We'll find out who they are. I don't know what they're doing around here. That's a Glad Toad, but we want the Lost Spirits since I have this other quest for them anyway. That was a waste of a Xing Xing, for real. Okay, there's a Wandering Gloom. I'm gonna pick up that quest because I know I will kill enough Wandering Glooms to complete it. Alright, let's go back across the river. This is definitely one of those quests where you want to use the mithril coin, but I'm not using it. I'm resisting the urge to mithril coin. However, I'm not resisting the urge to go kill all the bad guys. All these dead things. I see you over there, Lost Spirit. I'm gonna get you on the way out. Is one back there? Yes, there is. In your face, buddy. legitimately more used to being a taller character. That is for sure. For sure. Like, for sure. Like, oh my god. Wasn't there a hidden cache around here somewhere? Wasn't there a hidden cache? Somewhere around here someplace? Hi, kitty thief. I would have seen the name, though. Or was it on one of those little dinky islands? Like an islet somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking about. Will there be anything in it? It's the question. Okay, I got 2 Dwarf gleams and a tattered iron-foiled parchment. La da 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 da. La ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum. You can kind of make your swim time a little bit faster by jumping while you're swimming, but it does make you want to throw up. I'm just saying. Splooshy, 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 splooshy. Vroom. In case you're wondering, the outfit that I'm wearing is the outfit of the Dead City. It's available for a real money purchase of the Minas Morgul expansion, which is appropriate considering that's the expansion whose content I'm playing through right now. Well, technically it was the prelude. Hey, wasn't I raiding with that guy recently? Or no, I saw him when I was raiding. I remember him. I remember seeing the name.
Help us face our foes, yes?
And the axes are the axes that you get as a default starting outfit as being a scout axe. Hi. Because Quicksilver should of course be using silver axes. I don't think I have any really good hand axes. I'm sorry, one-handed axes in my outfits. Kitty Thief says hello to everybody. I think I just have great axes. Yeah, everything's a great axe. Except this one, the Soaring Axe of the Depths is one that I picked up off the LotRO store. And I really like it. But it doesn't really scream silver to me, right? Whereas these, they're more silver. But everything else I have are great axes. Like this one's my favorite right here. My Bjorning is now using this. So this is also why my Bjorning is wearing red now. My low B Bjorning. I think my high B Bjorning is also using this, and she just doesn't care. Then I have this one, which is also pretty good. kitty. Oh, there's the first Ajax that I have. But again, it doesn't really work with the rest of the outfit. It really doesn't. Though I could use Treebeard's ladle. I don't know why the game thinks it's an axe, but it does. I don't understand. Here. You howl, you come on camera. That's the rule. It's the kitty. It's the kitty tax. He just wants cuddles. So Thief Kitty gets cuddles. He also gets chin tickles. He wanted a chin tickle, did you? Right. Alright. You lay down. You lay down. You get comfortable. I'm gonna go talk to Gandalf. Put your tail away.
Have you learned more about the darkness that has settled upon the Vales?
Oh, talk to Elrond. This is where Elrond gets the wisecrack here. Thank you for the follow, Odo. What? That's like Constable Odo from DS9, because that would be cool. Are Odo and Sancho Proudfoot? Proud feet! Okay, Elrond's about to crack a wise one. About to make a wisecrack. Or maybe not. Exercise caution.
The enemy is gone, but the things he set in motion may not yet have dissipated.
You missed your library! If only you had access to your books! Oh no! Elrond the Lore Master is missing his books. His books were a crutch. His knowledge wasn't in here. It was in here. Oh, Elrond. Sir. And now, having played through this story before, right now things are okay, but later on in the story, once we meet the actual Shade and learn who he is, and then start playing the Miss Morgul content, I really want to read through that.
I told you I encountered this Shade long ago, and it is true.
Okay, you walked these lands for many years. Wait, do you have... You don't have Glamdring with you, dude. You just have the Black Book of Mordor slung around your... on a thong like a satchel. But the Shade called you by a curious name. A name you had never heard before. But he doesn't say what the name is. Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. He's so pretty. Look at the kitty. Beef? Are you happy? Are you purring? He has a purr. He has a purr. He just wants to sleep like this. How's Eric? Hey, it's a kitty napping stream. This is the content everybody comes here for. It's Steve Kitty. Alright, I need to play the game for another 20 minutes and then we'll cuddle.
That is enough for now.
Okay, search these places for the thing. And defeat more shades. Yeah. He is adorable, yes. He's also old and he sheds on everything. The kitty has shed all over my house. And on my face. Oh, gosh. Meow. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about having a snack after the show. I have to decide what I'm going to have for a snack. I'm actually kind of tempted to make fish sticks. I haven't had fish sticks in a while. Or I could make sausage links. You haven't had dinner yet? Well, you should probably have dinner at some point. But the only thing I really don't like about this interlude is you're going back and forth so damn much. What time of night is it? If we're on late watches. But hey, we're gonna kill some more spirits. Even though, you know, they're kind of already dead, you know. Look, it's the Big Dipper. Actually, it's the entire Ursa Major. And over that hill, we've got the Swordsman, aka Orion. And above him, we've got the Pleiades. How about that? It is pretty out there. This is true. But it could be like, you know, the Foundations of Stone in Moria, where they at least have a few goats to help you get back a little ways down the way, so it's helpful. I think a goat or something to... the island of flowers is still and quiet. Your latest attempt just got to Rohan. Rohan. It's like saying, you know, after, you know, 2 movies of Han Solo, suddenly we all say Han. Like, no we don't. It's Han. It's totally Han Solo. I don't care what Lando Calrissian said. Forgive your typing. It's fine. I said it wrong. It was my bad. No fair. You can hover over the water. Good thing this isn't DDO. DDO has drowning mechanics in it. Because you can actually go underwater in DDO. Hello, Helionyx! How you doing? Did you actually catch... yeah, hey, wrong button. Did you catch the rest of the raid? I don't know if you were still there. But we fought a dragon. Kicked its ass. There we go. Get us some XP! There we go. Okay. And let's go complete the initial version of the deed. There we go. Get some... what did we get? We get some LotRO points for that, like 5 LotRO points. Good, good. Now we need to go to this place here in the corner. I'm gonna go kill this wandering gloom. Having Slack go off. Tell me, hey, somebody replied to a Slack. I'm like, ah. Somebody in Japan. Just like the coolest thing ever. I get to work with people all over the world. Come work for Signum University. You get to work with people all over the world. Here's another quest I should do. That was not very nice. Yeah, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. Let's start this quest. Yeah, basically, if it's I'm killing something that is going to lead to a place that I know I'm going to kill a lot of them, I might as well take the quest. Shingle dingle. So here's what's gonna happen tomorrow. If either of my usual raid teams, and by usual I mean the folks I just raided with the past couple weeks, if either of those teams are going to run the raid tomorrow night, that's what I plan on doing. If neither team looks like they are going to run tomorrow, and I think the Lonely Mountain Band team is actually going to be doing the Lonely Mountain Bears tomorrow night. So I know they're out, and I think I hadn't heard from Ploy yet. Though I do know they're playing on Honor tonight, so that's why they weren't around to raid tonight. But if the Ploy group decides they want to run the Nerf raid tomorrow, which I think we should kick its ass because, you know, honestly, we were able to defeat it before the nerf. And it wasn't like, oh my god, it was so close to failure. It was just a question of being patient and, you know, using what we had available. And everybody got to go into the final boss fight except one person, and that's because the final boss fight is a very long fight. It's not just a single fight. It's like this big, long encounter with a very long gauntlet. So if you get kicked out or you get kicked overboard, get punted, then you're kind of left on the bench for the rest of the fight, which kind of sucks. Okay, no signs of Agari here. So 2 more places to go. But we did kill the dragon, And it's possible the link to the video might be in the beacon. By the way, did you know you could do combat here? I don't even know. I don't have my things set up for... Yeah, we're not doing mounted combat here. Did I say Mortal Kombat? I meant mounted combat. Anyway. I'm too busy running around killing things that I'm not actually focusing on the quest, which I probably... Let's focus. Let's focus for the last few minutes of the show. I'm going to try to get this quest done and move on to the next segment of the quest. And we'll see where it goes from there. We fell in the water. Okay, it's gonna be over here. Right in the face. Sense of dread.
Son of no blood, son of no blood.
Okay. Man, I remember when these guys were overtuned, right? Remember people would roll in here like, how can solo casual players get in here? Because you needed to have some pretty strong gear to get up here. Or do a lot of damage. Like, my champions were fine. It was my minstrel was having the worst time. Okay, we're just about winding the stream down. Trying to continue. I just want to continue this part of the thing until it tells me to go back to thingy and then come back here. I think she'll take us on our little adventure.
What has brought you to this place?
Game lag.
Few only come this way.
Now we are going to pick up the boat master here, the dock master, the dock keeper, which goes only one place.
Well met.
to the other shore. You might wonder, like, well, why don't you just ride your war steed up here? It's because they have a debuff on them that will unhorse you in short order, unless you have it traded for survive in the medium line, which not a lot of people do. Alright, completed that quest. And some more XP, heck yeah. Wasted my shing and the shing. She's all floaty.
Many are they who seek to harm my friend.
Defeat orcs or goblins in the Vales and sprinkle the soil on the flowers. Good times. However, I also have 3 wandering glooms to murder, so since they're here, we're gonna kill them. And we're gonna jump down and locate the entrance to Kidzukala, since it's right here. I really do like the stained glass looks here. They're really cool. There we go. Another quest done. Actually getting some XP, but I still do want to complete this this quest here, or this location thing. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll finish the discovery deed for Kitsukala, and then I'll take the rest of this. I don't know. I keep dithering over what I want to do. 'Cause I also want to finish this deed, quite frankly. The cool thing is, if you let the Wandering Lost Lights spawn their sidekick, they both count for the deed separately. That's kind of neat. On the other hand, I am hungry, actually. But I do want to do the discovery deed for Kitsukala. We're just down here. And do I dare jump down? Am I going to die if I jump down? I think it looks like it's I will die if I jump down kind of deal. Except at this point, I might have crossed the point of no return. I have done that. Okay. Well, let's see if I can yeet myself into... I don't think I'll be able to yeet myself into the ocean, or into the puddle, because I do know this puddle here is not deep, so I will die. But maybe I can... I don't know, maybe I can make the big one. I don't know, let me see what I can do here. Oh, screw it. Yeet! Yeah, I done killed myself. And we're way back there. Neat. Okay. You know what? I think this will be good for now. Because it is after 10 o'clock, and Corey's going to be streaming soon over on twitch.tv/SignaMew. Let me see where I can send you. I do believe the ladies are streaming on the official tonight. I think it's Il Galadwin. Might be French Girl Gaming. Let's go take a look. Who's on these officials? Blah, ba-da, 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 ba-bum. 69 people watching LotRO. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, Il Galadwin is still on the official. I do know French Girl Gaming's on later tonight. Got some few other folks playing, like Mage Centron, Big Ed Mustafa, but my personal guideline is if somebody's on the official when I'm done streaming LotRO, I send you to the official. If nobody's on the official, then I send you to a teammate, and barring that, I send you to whoever the hell I feel like it. So, let's send you on over to the official LotRO channel, and go say hi to Il Galadwin, and stick around for French Girl Gaming in a little bit, and I will be over listening to the lecture for Nature of Middle-earth soon. As soon as Corey gets in, which should be soon. Alright, be good! If you're gonna be good at it, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Playing some Legend of Zelda if I'm not raiding. Bye now.